It's been just over 6 months or so since the city of Fairborn reopened its jail. The facility closed in 2010 because of budget issues, but as Megan O'Rourke is live to tell us, it ended up costing the city even more in the long run. Megan?
Mark, that's right, and the police chief says that became very obvious very quickly between gas in the cruisers and time spent transporting prisoners. Fairborn officials say reopening was the best decision as far as taxpayer dollar and cents. So today I stopped in to see if the jail is paying off.
There's a point when saving money means sacrificing service. Just look at Fairborn. In 2010, the police department was facing deep budget cuts.
And it got to the point where our agency, like every other agency around here, was told we had to cut. You can only cut so much fat before you start to get to the bone, and the bone was personnel.
And in a last-ditch effort to save street officers, Sergeant Paul Hicks, Public Information Officer for the Fairborn Police Department, says they made the difficult decision to close the city jail cells. That meant when officers made an arrest, they had to first go to the jail to fingerprint the suspect, then load the person back into the cruiser and make the 20-minute drive to the Greene County Jail in Xenia. After completing the sometimes hour-long bookend process, the officer was finally back on the road to Fairborn.
The pay for that officer is not doing the work because they're transporting prisoners. On top of that, fuel going back and forth to Xenia. You know, it really is a savings for us to have it open.
And last spring that became obvious, so Fairborn decided to reopen its 19-inmate facility. In the first 7 months alone, Sergeant Hicks says they've already seen the benefits. From June to December 2011, Fairborn police spent 336 hours transporting inmates to Xenia. Since the city jail reopened, that number dropped to 232 hours, meaning the amount of transport time has been cut by nearly a third. Sergeant Hicks says that basically translates into another full-time officer on the streets, which he says is the best showing of savings you can ask for.
Now today I asked for a dollar amount as far as a total savings, but that number wasn't immediately available. However, the city has allocated $154,000 specifically for the jail budget. Reporting live, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News.